Okay, when we're shouldering the bag, we're just going to have that bag unilaterally loaded on the body. Because it is loaded on one side of the body, it's going to be pulling us off to one side, so you're just going to make sure that you keep your trunk vertical and just making sure you can move your head from side to side as well. You haven't got the bag resting on your neck at all there. So with the Zercher, so we're just going to have your elbows tucked in nice and tight, so it's really going to work your arms in this cradle position. So again, we've got that sandbag just resting in the cradle of your arms, fingers are pointing forward, elbows are tucked in nice tight into the ribs, and here we haven't got our shoulders up here, they're down, packed down, and shoulder blades are squeezed in. Okay, with our glutes, they're switched on, quads are tight, abs are tight, everything's locked in. With the two-handed rack, you can use any of the grips. You've got the parallel grips, neutral grips, or even the wide grips, doesn't really matter, just depends what type of exercise you're doing. So with the rack, with this, we just want to make sure that our wrists are neutral. Okay, they're not extended at all. Okay, they can be slightly flexed or neutral, or just there, packed in nice and tight. Again, with the shoulders, we don't want to be raising the shoulders at all, just making sure they're packed down. Lats are turned on, elbows are nice and tight into the ribs. And again, with this, we're just sort of sinking the weight into the knees. Abs are tight, glutes are squeezed, everything's locked in nice and tight. Okay, in the back position, we can use the bag just as you would a barbell. It's a little bit more comfortable than using a barbell load just because it's sand, so it's nice and soft, canvas. So soft on the body, very comfortable to use. With these, you can use any of the grips again, and oftentimes people would find using the sandbag a little more comfortable if they haven't got the shoulder mobility to use a barbell. So with this, just making sure that the weight's on the shoulders and not pressing on the neck at all. Chest is up nice and proud. Again, shoulders are back and retracted and packed down as well. So bear hug grip, we're just going to be squeezing as tight as we can in this position here. Okay, so there's a couple of different bear hug grips you can use. You can either lock on from the wrists and pull your elbows tight as you can, okay, or you can actually just grab the bag itself and squeeze as tight as you can from there. Again, just making sure your shoulders are packed down nice and tight, and you're really working your arm gripping strength as well, so squeeze the bag as tight as you can. With the headlock grip, so we've actually got it on one side of the body, so we're unilaterally loaded again. So again, it's going to be pulling you over to one side, just making sure you stay vertical. With this, you're squeezing as tight as you can again, and if you need to, you can bring that second arm over for extra support to lock it in. So squeeze as tight as you can, almost like you're giving a headlocks. Okay, and then we've got the overhead grips. So it doesn't really matter which handles you use, just depends on which exercise you're doing and what your goals are at that moment. So if we just want to take it overhead, so from here, just making sure that the bag is not in front of the body and it's directly overhead. Okay, so just trying to put your head through the window at the top. From there, we're just going to keep our lats switched on. Okay, so our shoulders are down and packed down, our lats are switched on, elbows are fully locked out, heads through the window, our wrists are straight, and our biceps are as close to the ears as possible. Lastly, we've got the hang position. So we might use this oftentimes if we're starting an exercise. So we've got the normal hang position, which is just above the knees, and then we've got the high hang, which is kind of in the pelvic region. So just making sure your chest up, nice and proud, shoulders are packed down, abs are turned on, glutes are squeezed, quads are locked in, okay, and then arms are straight here.